Simon Jordan versus Eddie Hearn. Who won? I watched the debate this morning, the conversation between these two men. It was a heavyweight fight that we've been waiting to see for so long, and it was good. It was fun to watch. We've got two very, very smart, intelligent men who don't mince the words, are very articulate with the words, going back and forth in a debate, which was fun. There was little personal snide clippets in there, little anecdotes and whatnot in there, going at each other, which was fun. Again, I think that adds to it, especially a good, fun debate. I mean, they obviously went on the Conor Ben stuff because we all know Simon Jordan's stance on the Conor Ben stuff and the morality side of things from Eddie Hearn. And I think that was it. They mentioned that when Eddie Hearn said that Conor Ben will be fighting in June, whether it'll be in this country, I don't know. I think it's highly likely Conor Ben will be fighting in Abu Dhabi. That's what I'm hearing, against Pacquiao or Kell Brook or even Chris Eubank Jr. I think Simon Jordan called Eddie on that, saying it was morally wrong. And then Eddie came back and said, how can it be morally wrong when I believe Conor Ben, I trust Conor Ben, I believe that he's innocent. The whole debate was fun to watch, man. It was very, you were glued to it because it was like I said, to the very two smart men going back and forth. I mean, if I had Simon Jordan's way of articulating his words and how he speaks, I'll be a lot better interviewer. I mean, I'll probably do this a lot better, but I'm not. I'm just a dumbass from Edinburgh. But yeah, it was fun to watch. It was engaging. But again, going back to the Conor Ben stuff, we're no further in progress and what the truth is and what happened and is he innocent, is he guilty. I think we still need to wait a lot longer before the truth comes out. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I just think that was a very, very, very smart bit. Technical draw, maybe. I mean, you could argue that Eddie Hearn maybe split decision, but technical draw because they've both gone at it. I mean, Simon Jordan was asking Eddie the questions. Eddie was coming back with answers. And then even asking Jordan questions on that subject as well, and what Jordan would do and referencing his time at Crystal Palace and whatnot. So again, it was personal digs in there, which I liked. And as long as it's personal between them two and they don't bring any outsiders in, you know what I'm talking about, like wives and kids and whatnot. That's fun. I like that. It was very, very intelligent. Then he talked about the Boazzi side of things. I think Simon basically agreed with Eddie on most of what the Boazzi side of things reference. Walking him into a payday, wanting to sign an extra 3-fight deal if he became world champion, because there'll be a rematch clause with Bivol and whatnot, so he would have to sign an extra fight and whatnot. It's all in that that debate, which I would recommend you go and watch it because it was fun, and let me know who you thought won. Then they went on to Anthony Joshua Franklin, talking about that. You had sort of Eddie sort of saying that this is a make or break fight for Joshua because he's come off two back-to-back losses against Alexander Usyk, and Simon Jordan basically called Joshua a flat track bully, which means that he's superior to lower opposition, not when it comes to higher opposition. He gets found out or he gets beat. Do I agree with that? Probably not, because the Usyk fights were particularly close. He beat Klitschko. He's knocked out Povetkin. He's knocked out White. Do you know what I mean? And he's rematched Ruiz and beat Ruiz. So I don't really agree with that statement, to be honest, from Simon. But listen, if I could articulate my words like Simon does, man, I wish I went to school or his school or whatnot. But it was very, very intense. But I do think that Eddie done very, very well in that interview. Probably a split decision win for Eddie. It was a fun debate to watch. Like I said to you, very, very two smart men, two articulate men. They don't mince the words. Little personal digs here and there, which was fun to add to it. Jim White being the referee in the middle there was fun as well. Go and watch it, right? Go and watch it and let me know what your thoughts are. I think maybe technical draw or an Eddie Hearn win. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment.